Are you always losing on T-side overpass? Are you having problems to coordinate your team because this map is bigger than the whole country of Romania? Have you had enough of complicated tactics in which you have to sacrifice a virgin to win? Don't worry, here's the solution to all your problems. The secret sauce. Made in the country of Poland. What is the secret, you ask? Having no brain! Just look at all the satisfied customers we have.
I am playing... What was the name of the game again? I am playing... Counter-Strike, and I am having fun.
Here's all the things you will need for the secret sauce. 5 idiots, including you. The map OverpASS from the game Counter-Strike. Guns better than the Glock, except in pistol round of course. Someone with a Molotov, 2 flashes and a smoke. Legs, at least 2 brain cells per person. A grey colored 2002 Ford Fiesta Mark V, optional of course. So pay close attention now, I will only tell it to you once. On the first round, all 5 idiots rush monster. On the second round, all 5 idiots rush lung. On the third round, all 5 idiots rush monster. On the fourth round, all 5 idiots rush lung. On the fifth round, all 5 idiots rush monster. On the sixth round... Are you seeing the pattern? The brain capacity of a banana is enough to follow these instructions, and that is its strength. The secret sauce is so painfully simple, you just cannot do it wrong. So, let's get into learning. Telemarketing music off, normal voice on. In all honesty, for how simple this tactic is, it works super well, but there are ways to ensure that it works as best as it can. So let's look at the first pistoles pew 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 round. Very important that you either win, but at least get a bomb plant. For this reason, 4 of you buy Kevlar and 1 person buys 2 flashes and a Molotov. The 4 people with the Kevlar just run in like monkeys. No thinking, you just shoot and plant. Absolutely no time to philosophize about big titty goth girlfriends. Meanwhile, the utility person throws either a short or a barrels Molotov and throws the 2 flashes. Now, there are a few combinations to this utility set. Looking at the demo, the barrels Molotov seems to be an absolute annoyance to the enemies, but the short Molotov can also be crucial. All I'm gonna say is, throwing at least 1 is better than not throwing anything. And this specific set of flashes had the highest success rate. Because the first makes sure we don't get peeked, and the second makes sure that while the monkeys are out, the enemy's water, ABC or whatever people call this, graffiti or some shit, and barrel are flashed, while your teammates coming out monster are not flashed at all. But I'm not gonna tell you what to do, you decide whatever you want to throw. Who am I, your mom? I could be if you want. If the people hit their shots and push like a unit and manage to get water control, the chances of this working are quite high. We don't need rocket scientists to play this game. Who are we, the next FaZe clan? No. We are NIP. Honestly, no, I take that back. That's way too much of an insult. We might even be better than NIP. Let me show you this first round in some demos. So of course, monkeys just run out. 1 person flashes, but as you can see, one of the monkeys throws the barrels Molotov. It muscles up and Molotovs us, but it's a good idea, not the same person has to throw everything. As you see, the second flash behind Dildo flashes short, which makes it hard for the guy on short to instantly support their teammates. Meanwhile, we kill ABC, we run down water, and kill the guy there. I then bust some breakdance moves to dodge bullets. Could we take those? No, I'm reloading, motherfucker. And my teammate saves me killing the guy in heaven. We have 2 people in water, which is already amazing. We use this control to hold CT and kill the guy walking in. The second demo is a perfect example for multiple things. The first flash flashes the guy trying to peek and we kill him. And also the Molotov denies barrels control to a player who could clearly be a big problem, already positioning himself in an anti-flash position. We kill ABC and water, get water control, and it's a 5v2 situation. It couldn't even be better. I then do questionable things.
Fake flash.
I looked away. And then we kill the last 2. An absolute goldmine of a demo to show how well this can work. So from 10 demos I checked, we won the first round in 8 matches. In 1, we lost because we just got out-aimed, and that just happens. But here's one I want to show you where we lost because B is empty? 5 enemies are in connector? Well, I guess to win against the secret sauce you need to out-monkey the monkey. In retrospect, what we should have done is probably push up to A as a team, because we had early info of a lot of them being connector, and then trying to play an after plan there. Well, anyway, let's carry on with the second pew pew hamburger pew pew round. And what was the second round? Do you remember? Yes, long. Good job. You answered faster than the banana. Barely. Long needs a bit more thinking and coordination, I will admit. So a bit less monkey. This is why winning, or at least planting, is important in the first round, because you need weapons for longer ranges. Galils, or if someone doesn't want utility and killed a lot in the first round, they can buy an AK. Nonetheless, a maaaaaan can also be beneficial, and here's why. The schmeat of this tactic is to run through playground, some people then flash out long, and you push out together. The long range weapons stay on long, and one person goes into toilets. If through mid or toilets, it's rather unimportant, but just be aware that if you go through mid alone, you might just die like the very nice person you are. This toilets person can very well have a maaaaaan, but why go into toilets? Isn't that free real estate on long enough? Also, where are the big titty goth girlfriends? Very important questions, and some of them I can even answer. You push into toilets to check if someone is on this part of the map, trying to prevent a backstab. To make sure nobody comes up connector, to flank people in toilets while your teammates are pushing out onto side. Nothing destroys a long push more than if the CTs have toilets and can prevent you from planting. While this lurker does their thing, the rest of the team of course sets up long. There are 4 pieces of utility that will be relevant to us. Standing against this wall, you can throw a cross smoke, and you can Molotov dice. With this, you support your teammates crossing out of long, and you make it harder for the enemy to play around dice. Meanwhile, another player stands against this wall and throws the smoke to smoke off dumpster, and then Molotov's car by looking at the side of this house, running a few steps, and then throwing the Molotov. Of course, you don't have to do these lineups, I'm still not your mom, you can have your own. But let's get into the demos instead. In the first one, we get long basically for free, and are allowed to go up until A side. One person of course checks if toilets is empty, but makes the mistake to not wait on their teammates. If you are this guy, communicate with the rest of the team and don't go in alone. But the rest is just smooth sailing. We plant in smoke, kill the ninja diffuser, and win the round. But I would rather show you examples where this tactic can mess up in rounds that are not against pistols. Because if you won the first round, chances are good that you win the second round against pistols anyway. Here's a clip instead that happens in a full buy round. And this round poses the question, what if the enemy aggresses long? We go out long and kill the upper in long toilets, all fine and dandy. Editor's note, not all fine and dandy, I didn't realize that the upper killed someone on mid before he peeked long. So not all fine and dandy, it's a 5v4, so we basically make it a 4v4. What we don't expect is that there is a second person waiting to surprise us. We trade and it's a 3v3 situation, so it's still very doable. But this is the point where we make a mistake. We overstayed our welcome on long. It was smoked, so the enemy could have set up a good hold already, and that's exactly what they did. One player moved into long corner and 2 of them are playing around side, which means that our toilets player is in a 1v2 situation. It would have been way better to wait a little bit and slowly clear positions than to try to face them as we did. Or completely disengaging would have been also a great idea, because even if we slowly take back control towards B and slowly play this out, faking one side and running to another, we could definitely engineer this so that one side we attack has at most 2 enemies to fight. This is why I meant that this takes a bit more thinking. You don't always push through, sometimes you have to disengage and get some control back and work your way to win from a different angle. I don't really have more to say, because after the second round you basically just alternate between monster and long. On the third round you still need monkey brain, but because more people can buy flashes, molotovs and other utility, it is way easier to try to get control. But all in all the idea stays the same. Go in, kill, get water control, think about Big Titty Goth Girlfriend. Keep in mind that the secret sauce is not meant to be used for the whole half. After testing it for some time, statistically speaking it works best for the first 3 to 5 rounds, but for those 3 to 5 rounds it works extremely well. Even in the game where we got destroyed 2 to 10 in the first half, we came back to 7-10, winning 5 rounds in a row. We then lost 7 to 13, but that's unimportant because my point still stands. For the first 3 to 5 rounds, the secret sauce slaps! And now, it's time. I have got for you the maker of the secret sauce, Polish extraordinaire, Coach White, for an interview. I hope you enjoy. The most important question, because I already told in the video that the secret sauce is Polish, so how did you come up with the secret sauce?
And that was a random thing I had in my head for a stupid tactic, so I thought, perfect name. Literally no idea.
Okay, okay. And is there actually tactic behind the secret sauce, or was it just like Yeah, it's easy.
I mean, it is still a tactic, right? Like anything can be a tactic. So even though it's just a 5-man rush, you still use the same util. You flash out, you molly certain things, and you know you have like this thing where sometimes you go twice in the same place. So even the stupidest thing can have some tactics.
Okay, so the second question, why the name Secret Sauce? Where did that come from?
Like I said, I have no idea.
You have no idea, okay.
That was
okay.
just a random thing I said, and everyone laughed. So
So it's just Secret Sauce. So, question number 3. If I know correctly, you are Polish, and I have some questions about that. First of all, why?
My mom decided to create me, so I'm Polish.
Do you plan on changing that ever?
Nah, Poland is very nice, bro. Safe country, good fucking food, you know. We have nice words, everyone knows them.
Yeah,
Good
Krupnik.
people. Exactly. Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect.
What's your favorite Polish food?
Favorite Polish food? Probably dumplings. But there's so many good foods that I can't really decide. Everyone knows dumplings though.
Okay, interesting.
Pierogi.
Pierogi, the best.
Yeah.
So, kurwa pierdole?
Yes, kurwa pierdolę. Dokładnie.
Okay, interesting. And the last question, can you coach people, hint, 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 making you plug your services?
Yeah, sometimes I coach people on a website called Fiverr. You can check it out in description.
Nice. And when you said that we already changed to Fiverr, it just floated into the screen. So
wow.
Perfect.
Amazing effect.
If you need good coaching, I'm playing with this person since a long enough time to say that he knows what he's talking about. So if you need some other better secret sauces or just personal coaching, just go to him. That's it, I guess. It's literally standing here. That's it, I guess.
Thank you very much.
Bye. Our lovely man has a rating of 4.97 and has a lot of good ratings and comments, so go and check it out. Link is in the description. And have a nice day.
My brain farts sometimes and I'm making videos out of it.
If I gave away all the stuff that I had away, and I'll never express myself, and I'll always expect some pain coming out of my shoulder, gashing the middle of